Are you annoyed by the hat? That's a shame. So anyway, you have all the fake news. The Democrats are all like shitting themselves. Oh my God, yay! That's the end of Trump. All 34 charges. Even though they really don't know what the charges were. Well, anyway, let them have their little moment in the sun. And the reason I say that is because this guilty verdict, one, he was already found guilty before the trial started. The judge made sure of that. He came out and said that. Actually made a statement that Trump was guilty. And so did the prosecutor and a bunch of others. So anyway, there were so many improprieties in the trial, okay? And the reason I didn't allow cameras and that in there, because they didn't want the American people hearing exactly what was going on, like Cohen lying. Question based to him, would you lie if it benefited you? He was, yes. Would you lie on the stand? Yes. So Cohen is a known liar. He went to prison. He lied to Congress and I don't know, a bunch of others. So in a way, he's a known liar. Doesn't tell the truth. He admitted that on the stand. He admitted that the money, he put his house up, and that's where the $150,000 to pay off Stormy Daniels came from. Okay? And I'm sure if you check her web hooker things or whatever, adult sites, you know, her videos are probably really popular now. And that's why she did it. But anyway, you had everybody saying that he was guilty before the trial started. One of the jurors ended up not being a juror, but not conflict of, she had something else to do, so it was scheduling conflict. She came right out and said she doesn't like Trump, she hates Trump. Stuff she said on her social media was horrible, and yet they were going to allow her to be a juror. So you knew New York would find him guilty, no matter what. I mean, you knew that if you really thought that he wouldn't be found guilty, then you don't know how desperate the Democrats are. So anyway, him being found guilty makes no difference. Everybody knows, and they're not talking about it, everybody knows that it'll go to an appeals court. The appeals court have overturned that idiot judge multiple times. They have overturned him on rulings multiple times. So the guy's an idiot, but he just wanted to get his, you know, a little bit of fame there. So let the Democrats have their fun. Let the fake news, let them wet themselves. Let them shit all over themselves. Yeah, it's going to be very short-lived. And what's going to happen is when it enters the appeals court, which it will, and they'll overturn the decision because there were just so many. Trump's, which is the defense, they couldn't even bring in a witness that was the head of the FTC for like years. He was the head of it. So he knows about the law in campaign funds and what have you. The judge would not allow him to testify. He wasn't the only one. There were several people that were not allowed to testify. And that's just wrong. As a defense, you have the right to defend yourself, whatever that may be. And he wasn't. So anyway, none of that really matters, so don't get all excited. The poll done after he was found guilty, 28% more people said that they were going to vote for him because of the guilty plea. And that's just rather amusing. Every time you idiots try to take Trump down, it backfires. And then Trump takes that frickin' cluster and he shoves it up your ass. And you're all going to be bumming. He will be the president of the United States this November. People are going to elect him. He will become president. They will not be able to cheat enough to try to overturn it or whatever. The other thing let's see what happens, because you had that idiot in the White House come out and made a statement, mostly bullshit. Well, you know what? If the Republicans grow some balls when they take over the White House, the Senate, and the Congress by enough of a margin, they need to start launching and holding these people responsible. Launch investigations. There's people that have gotten away. Why did Biden get away with his documents when Trump isn't, even though it's been put on hold indefinitely? Trump had to write to him. Biden didn't. He was a congressman. So anyway, none of that doesn't matter. So anyway, don't worry about Trump, because he's going to come out on top the way he always does. It's going to get overturned in the appeals court, and then the fake news won't do that. So what they're going to try to do is file, oh, we got to get him off the ballot because he's a felon. He's not a felon. And it'll get overturned. So let them have their moment. Let them think, oh, we got this one now. Let them think that. Chances are I have comments turned off, because this is going to attract all the low-lifes. Leftists are going to come in there and try to pick fights and say all kinds of bullshit. They get nasty. Republicans don't get nasty, but yet we're the violent ones who rioted all summer long. The Democrats, the left, BLM, and whoever else was involved. Two different groups. Those are facts. It's all been admitted. So anyway, it's the Democrats that do all the violence in that, and yet they say that Republicans are violent, that Trump supporters are violent, that we're out to destroy the country when the open border. Anyway, I won't get into the whole 12 million people open border or anything like that. So anyway, don't sweat it. You know, let them have their little ray of sunshine, and it's going to bite them in the ass like it always does, because it will get overturned in appeals court. There's so many improprieties. So anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the little bee in the bottom right-hand corner. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, yay! Whatever.